Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my third mini American Girl puzzle from this collection published in 2002. And today I'm going to do my third doll I ever got, which was Addy. So I've already taken the puzzle pieces out of the bag and separated them out. So Addy, you're going to hear me say a lot of things I said about Josefina with Addy. Addy is one of my absolute favorite molds of all time. Josefina, I think, is still top mold, but I absolutely swoon over Addy mold dolls. Now with the Create Your Own, there have been so many Addy molds that have been created that I fall in love with every single one. Now, I've never made a Create Your Own. I really struggle for two reasons with Create Your Own. One is just the cost of it. The cost, and then, of course, the horror stories of people getting their doll and it's not perfect. And, like, you're paying $200 for a doll. It needs to be pretty close to perfect. That being said, I don't think I'll ever get us Create Your Own. I have crazy dreams that maybe one day I'll go to the benefit sale and that's where I'll finally get a Create Your Own, even though I wouldn't have created it myself. But anyway, that's not what I'm supposed to be talking about. I adore Addy. Addy molds. I have only two though, and that is because so Addy was my third doll. So let's see, I got Kirsten when I was 7. I got Josefina when I was 8 for both of those for Christmas. But then I got Addy was my first birthday doll. So I got Addy as a birthday present. So when I turned 9, and oh, I think my dog's about to bark like crazy. Apologies if he goes a little nuts. And I guess my love of the Addy doll really is more recent than, or the Addy mold is a little bit more recent. And I think that's when I really realized that American Girl was not producing Addy dolls. And I do think it is when the creation of the Create Your Own line and having people on Instagram doing so many amazing things with their Addy dolls, that I became obsessed with them. Oh, that's not a... There we go. Okay. And so I was planning on adding an Addy doll or an Addy mold to my collection. It was part of the reason I didn't get Gabriella, the Girl of the Year doll originally, because I already had a Sonali mold doll. Not Sonali herself, but the Sonali mold. I had Cecile, and so I'm like, well, I don't really need another Addy mold or Cecile mold in my collection, so I didn't grab her when she was first available. I do now have her. But I really was hoping when the World by Us line was introduced, or I should say rumored at, I really hoped that the proposed, just because it was all about diversity and celebrating multiple ethnicities, I really thought that we'd finally get a new Addy mold. But that's not what happened. And I love the McKenna mold too. I haven't added McKenna to my collection yet, but she is on the to buy list. I'm very excited to add her whenever I get the money. I was really waiting for her to be my new Addy mold. And she wasn't, and I was kind of sad about that. I was really wanting this doll that just, quite quite frankly, doesn't exist. I still, like I said, I still love the McKenna. She will be coming home at some point, but not anytime soon. Man, this is a little bit trickier than I was expecting. Oh, there we go. It's all this white colors here. It was hard to fill in. Addy's dress was really easy. So I have through Instagram, I have made so many wonderful adult collector friends. They have just been amazing. And one of these friends, who actually now lives near me, she was trying to downsize her collection and essentially said, hey, does anyone want this Truly Me 31? And I'm like, oh my gosh, Addy mold, swoon, have to swoon. And she's like, okay, you're gonna get her. And I'm like, are you sure? And you know, I tried to, you know, give her something in return, but she wasn't having any of it. And so that's how I added my next Addy mold. And I am hoping to add another Addy mold to my collection at some point. Whether that, I don't know if there's rumored new dolls coming out, I'm not sure, but there are a couple of Truly Me dolls I think I might add. I think she's a very unique, characteristic mold, and I love her story. Addy as a whole, I think, has one of the most important stories out of the American Girl franchise. And it's a shame that she's not really focused on anymore. I hate that her collection has pretty much dwindled down to nothing. I mean, I understand that's how, you know, marketing and business works, but at the same time, I think she's one of the most important dolls. I am glad that she did get a Be Forever revamp. I love her Be Forever meat dress. They really did a good job with the colorings. They didn't do that with all of the Be Forever revamps, but I think they did a really good job with Addy. That being said, a lot of her classic outfits are just truly classic, and I absolutely love it. So this is my Addy puzzle, so I'm going to take a pause on the video. I am going to get Natasha, my Addy mold. My current Addy is actually packed away in the moving process, but I still have my 31 out. So I'm going to get her just again to show size comparison so you can check this out. Okay, here is my Natasha. I'm sorry for the bare feet, but we're just relaxing on this beautiful but cold sunshiny day. So this is my Natasha and the Addy puzzle again. All of these puzzles are the same size. They're 4x6. I haven't quite decided when my house is finished and I have my doll room back, if I'm going to do a, you know, I could put these in frames and have them be like posters on the doll walls, or I could make little boxes for them, boxes for the puzzles, and they could have a puzzle collection. I haven't quite decided, but this is my Natasha with her Addy puzzle. One last quick fact about Natasha. Natasha is, besides being my second only Addy mold, she is my only girl with the perma panties, which doesn't bother me too much. I think it would if I had lots of dolls with perma panties, but just the one, and it makes her special in that way. And here she goes. Thanks for watching. Please come back to my channel. This is the puzzle 3 of 8, so you'll hear more about my ramblings and opinions on dolls and get to know a little bit about the dolls that I have. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.